No iPad or Procreate? No problem. I'll show you in this video how to draw this adorable cake slice using Infinite Painter on my Android tablet. Open Infinite Painter, then select blank canvas and select the size. And remember, pixels doesn't show dots per inch as a DPI. So let's choose something from here like the centimeter, or actually we'll change this to inches. There we go. So this little link here you can see that is for locking or unlocking the aspect ratio. So if you turn this on, then when you change the number here, it automatically changes the number below to keep the ratio of your canvas. And now we've got to put 300 as the dots per inches to make sure it's high resolution, and click Create. Infinite Painter has two canvas types. This is the blank canvas, which doesn't repeat, while the pattern canvas repeats in a tile manner. So when you're creating patterns, it's very helpful. This one is just one square, one canvas that doesn't repeat. Now this is the stylus that I use. It's the one that comes with my Lenovo tablet, the IdeaTab. And I will choose a pencil brush for the Procreate pencil for doing the sketches. And let's just check this. Yep, it's all good. Yep, I like that one. All right. So, so this, you can see, if you can see that small circle, when you're pointing your stylus straight down, that's the brush head. But when you tilt it to its side, it changes the shape. So I'll show you right now. When you just draw on the side, on the tilt, it's like when you put your pencil sideways, and it's more of like a shading kind of markings that it makes. But when you put it straight down with the circle, then it makes clean straight lines like that. So I just wanted you to see, but it only shows up on the pencil brushes. Now this is the layers panel. Click on the layer, and I'll just choose clear to get rid of that. I could have erased it, but it's a lot, so we'll just clear that completely. So now let's start our sketch. We're making a cake, so I'll just make a kind of triangle-y thing here and a rectangle for the bottom, for the cake body, and connect that, and we'll make the layers inside. And then we'll make the little dish that the cake sits on. So remember, this is just a rough sketch, so don't be too pedantic about this. So just make a rough sketch. You're just trying to put your ideas down. So now let's put the eyes and the mouth and the cheek. And let's make this into a sprinkles kind of cake. You can make this however you like. So I'm just showing you the process of how I started with a sketch, just a rough as guts sketch. And now we can move this a little bit. I'll show you how to do that because it's a bit lower down on the page, on the canvas. So these are the selection tools, the editing tools, and this is the lasso tool. I'll just move that up here so I can see that better. So just draw around it, which makes it selected. And then this transform button, click on that, and now you can move your drawing anywhere around the page. So I'll just center that and click on the check mark to commit to the change. Now that it's in the middle, I will put a new layer on top. So this one, in the free version, you'll get just 3 layers, but I'll show you how that's more than enough that you need. So just lower the opacity down to about 15-ish, 15 to 20 is good. And I'll select the top layer now so that we can start. I'll select the pen and the solid pen. These are the selections that you can have. Oh, and I'll show you here in the settings, just these top 3 settings I'll explain to you. This is the size. It shows you how how skinny and how thick your line is. This is the opacity, how see-through it is. And the smoothness, this is important. So if you put, usually by default, it's all the way to 0. And I'll just choose a darker color so you can see it. So if we go through this sketch, you can see that it's very wonky, the lines, because your hand's naturally shaky. So, I just undo that one. But if you put the smoothness all the way to 100, check. Yep. And then draw that again. That's much smoother lines that you can make. See, it follows you. It's great with curves. However, if you draw with the smoothness on in a fast manner, like if you draw a triangle really fast, see that it doesn't have the curve of the triangle that you want, because it needs time for you to follow what you want to do. So the trick with the smoothness, you draw a little bit slower. Just have to give it time to follow you around. All right, so I'll just undo all of that because that line is too thin for me. And I'll choose a thicker line. About 36-ish. Yep, that'll do. Yep, I like that. I like thick lines when I'm making the final line work of my drawings. So we just follow along the sketch, and I like the hand-drawn look, so I try my best not to be too much of a perfectionist when I'm making my drawings, so that it feels so human. Because there's a lot of AI drawings nowadays, and they tend to look too perfect and also too the same. So I just let my hands do the work, but I add that smoothness so that it's not too wonky. So in my method, I like to draw the lines first and then I color it afterwards. So for your drawing, if you're following along, you can do absolutely whatever you want to do. The purpose of this video is to show you the tools, how they're used. Oh, by the way, look at this. It's like kind of like blurry. That's because the eraser is on the airbrush brush. I'll use the solid pen and put it right up so that I can get clean lines when I'm erasing. The default is the airbrush. So I was saying about your drawings, you do what feels right for you. So this is just my way of drawing. And we'll just put a few sprinkles over here, just randomly, to make it fun. You can put instead like little circles of something, like or strawberries on it, or berries, whatever you like. Make it your own, because at the end of this you can have a finished image that you can turn into your very own sticker. And you can move the canvas around. We have to use 2 fingers to do that, to pan the you can twist it so that, just like with paper when you're drawing, so that it feels better for you. And if you notice that circle when I put the pencil close, like sometimes when you're hovering you can already see it. You don't have to actually draw anything to see that circle, but that just shows you the size of your brush, because that goes bigger when you have a big size brush and smaller if you have a smaller one. But it just helps you to visualize where the first mark is going to be when you actually put your pen down, or your finger if you're using your fingers to draw, and helps you to visualize where it's going. And I think there's one more here, final one. Yeah, so of course I want to tidy it up and make it look nice, but I don't spend too much time like trying to get it all perfect. All right, so we're done with the cake part. Next, let's do the plate now. I think I'll just keep this simple. Just the inner, hang on. There we go. Just the inner circle and the outer circle for the plate. So I'm not going to give it any dimensions. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, so just like when you're drawing on actual paper, it helps me to move the paper around. The canvas around, so that I can draw more naturally. Okay, so that's basically it. All done. Now, let's go back to the bottom layer here. I'll put the opacity right back up to 100 and then press on clear. Now, that sketch layer is now going to be my color layer. So basically I only ever use 2 to make my artwork. So if you're on the free version that only allows you to have the 3 layers, then yeah, this shows you that that's all you need. It's more than enough. You can also do it on 1 layer if you're not doing the lines thing. Yeah, so let's see, what should we make the icing? Let's make a pink icing. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so see, I'm on the wrong layer. See, I'll just press undo on that one. Always make sure that you're on the wrong layer. Or you're on the right layer. Now the color goes in the back and the lines stay on top. This is why I use 2 layers, because I always want to have an outline in my drawings. And then I'll just put this to a thicker size, so because I'm covering a bigger area. Now when I'm coloring in, this is my therapy, but you can use this fill tool up here, which you can find in edit tools. That's the first one here, the fill tool, and you can just hold and drag that out and up there. So if you're in your version, you might not see that. That's how you dock those up there. So you just tap on it, the fill tool, and it fills it right up, and that's so much faster. I'll just fast forward this for you guys so that, but you can take your time. You can pause here, do whatever you like with this cake, and I'll just finish it off, and we'll go to the next instruction. All right, so we're finished. Now we've got to put our copyright, our signature here. Oh, hang on, I'll change the dark one again. So I just like putting a copyright with my name on it. Oh, actually, this is my website, mjoylawson.au, on my stickers, on my drawings, just because. And then I'm going to get ready to do the background. So I'll put my thing back up. So I'll click on this top layer and click on merge so that it merges with the signature layer. And I'll add another layer at the very back and drag it down. So you tap and hold and drag it down to reorder your layers. And I'll just choose a background for the sticker. So I'm showing you how you can use just the free 3 layers that come with a free one to make stickers. So you just trace around your drawing, giving it a little bit of padding. Here we go. And you're just gonna do this the whole way around your drawing. Next, we're going to hide. You see, click on the layer and you see that eyeball there. I'll show it closer. If you press on that eyeball, that also hides and unhides your drawing. So now that we've hidden the drawing layer, click on the right layer. Now we can fill that background color in and unhide the color layer and the outline layer, and there you go, all done. Next, I'm going to show you how to export this file, this drawing that you just made. So the 3 buttons on the top, hang on, let's save that first. Under the save is export. Tap here to change the name of the file. So I'll just call this cute cake slice. And here is the format. It's in PNG, and this is the background to choose whether you have the background or not. So we got PNG, JPEG, WebP, PSD, zip file, painter project, and template. We'll keep it at PNG, and we won't have the backgrounds. Click save and share. This is how I do it. So I just save it to my drive. These numbers up here are the date and the time. Click upload and you're all done. It's in your drive. It's saved in there. So this is a digital sticker that you can use. And in my next video, I'll show you how to turn this into an actual sticker that you can use for yourself or for selling. If you made it this far, give yourself a pat on the back. You just made an adorable cake slice. Keep practicing to make it in your own style. Thanks for drawing with me, and I'll see you on the next one.